No's for me, like in the very beginning 7 years ago, there was a lot of them. The first one, making YouTube videos and only getting 12 views for the first few months and wondering if I had what it takes, questioning my ego identity, dying every single day inside when I'd open up the YouTube video that I spent 8 hours making and then I only had 12 views. I'd send it to my dad and 24 hours later, it still had 12 views. I remember calling him up saying, "Dad, why haven't you watched my YouTube video that I made? 13 views on YouTube. Like, come on, Pops. Like, son, get it together." And so there was a lot of no's initially. There was the creation of my first digital product. A lot of no's in that. Conversion online, it just simply did not convert. So I spent months and months and months in split testing headlines, sub-headlinings, copy, testing different offers, different prices. No along the way. I'd get a couple conversions here. I'd lose money on the CPA game online. I couldn't get it to convert. More no's, wanting to throw the towel in and just give up completely. But luckily I stuck it out. I got this idea, this premonition and a dream to create the world's greatest tasting superfood, 11 superfoods, Organifi, and then sell that to the list that I had. And I remember sitting around at a table. I had 7 of my team members there, and we all went around and we shifted the energy of the no's. Because the more no's we put in our heart, in our mind, in our soul, in our body, the more no's the universe delivers back. We attract what we are. We attract what we think, what our innermost thoughts are. So at the time we were on this no train. No. We were losing money. Many people probably would have went immediately to scarcity and closed their business and tried to salvage what was left. But I knew that God had a higher purpose. There was a bigger reason for me impacting the world on this level. So 7 people sitting around, we did this gratitude ceremony, telling each other, looking in each other's eyes and really expressing how much we cared about one another and where we wanted the business to go from here on out. And there was an energetic shift that I felt in my body. And by the end of the day, I remember we had generated $37,000 in one email. That was the email that changed everything. Thousands of people started submitting before and after pictures of how their life has changed from drinking the green juice. And in the first year, the full year of Organifi green juice, we did about $18 million in revenue in that one SKU. So pretty massive. Yeah, going from zero to that explosive growth was powerful. Well, the physical world that we live in is so real, this 3D box that you and I call reality. And when we look at it every single day, it's easy to see the downside. It's easy to see the disturbances, the scarcity, the lack. And people live in that. And that's the no land, the no man's land. And when you live in that place, you are only going to attract like situations and circumstances, experiences, things, events, people into your life that generate more of that. It's that vibration. Once you start to change your mindset around life and it becomes easy, everything I do is easy. Everything I touch turns to gold. Money's coming in like a tidal wave. You start to change your physiology. Your biology shifts, your cells. You start to align to a higher calling. So we made it easy. We made it convenient. We made it simple. We made it almost like just brainless to do this. People feel better. They sleep better. They have more energy. And when we're lighting people up like that, of course, they're going to subscribe and get more juice sent to their house. I think the thing that made it change was to recognize that it never was about the money for me. It was about my identity. Why was I doing it? At the core of it. Was I doing it because of the money? Was I in a business just to make money? And if I could really say so, I was doing it to impact people in a deep level and change the way people felt, heal their bodies. The money was a byproduct of what I was doing to create change in other people's lives and in my own life. And by sticking to that, by holding that at my core truth, my soul's desire and purpose, that's what got me through the dark ages. And it still gets me through. As an entrepreneur, we can kind of get lost sometimes in the KPIs and the metrics and the dashboards and the graphs and the charts and the distribution and all of the business things that we have to do, that we become blind to our people. And you never want to become blind to your family. The family are the people that are supporting you in the purchasing of the actual product. And I'm so connected to the family. I know what my consumers want, what is going to impact their life, is going to change their life, that they feel that. And I believe that is where business is headed. I think if you're not in that game, if you're not in the game of how can I make your life better versus how much money can I make from you, then you'll be out of business in the next 12 to 24 months. People will feel it on an unconscious, subconscious level. By being a leader of your organization, you must be the demonstration. If you're not the demonstration, then your business will crumble eventually. I've seen it happen time and time again, where people fall into money, then they start getting bottle service in Vegas every weekend, and they start doing low vibratory things. Their business fails over a certain period of time. So if you're the leader, the first thing is to step up and be the demonstration of what leadership looks like. Become convicted to your own mission and your message. What I've done is I've created such a strong system to not see no's as no's, but see them as opportunities. It's not really, I don't look at it as I'm here to learn lessons. Every lesson is a blessing. At the end of the day, it's like, what do you want your legacy to be? And if you can work backwards from your legacy, and it takes a while to get there. I'm 36 years old. So I think I've gotten there pretty early, I would say. I'm really grateful for where I am. But knowing how much you're worth per hour, per day, per month, per year, and then choosing things based on when you literally leave this earth plane, when you die, would this be something that's significant in your life? So getting so crystal clear on your soul purpose, your desire for what you want to create in this life, and just being congruent, having enough integrity to stay there like a rock, like a firm foundation, roots into the earth. I think that's one of the most powerful things we can do as entrepreneurs. Know what your soul's purpose and your desire is, and you're not going to get there by trying to cut corners. It takes work, it takes effort, it takes due diligence, it takes commitment, it takes urgency, rigor, and most of all, it takes the willingness and the desire every single day to make somebody's life better because you were in it. That's my message to the world.